everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Gilson and I'm with stampinggala.com, and I'm working with a project or stamp set today that I really like, and I want to tell you it is on the last chance list, so which is the formerly the discontinued list. Last chance, so it's being discontinued. So if this is something that you like, you might want to grab it, and I do want to tell you it's on sale as well, so that's a good thing. So I am heat embossing today with silver, and if you notice, this is elevated, and that's a technique called the Eclipse technique. So I hope you like that. I think the coloring turned out beautiful. And then I have a second card here that I think you'll like. And of course, you can always change the sentiment here if you need a different type of card. And then finally, I have this cute little treat box that I'm going to show you how to make. And this holds a peanut butter egg, a Reese's peanut butter egg. So I hope you like it. Hi, ladies. Hi, LaSheila and everyone else. And if you are new to my channel, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. Okay. I have a few announcements I want to tell you about before I get started. This class was my Create a la carte class, and it's due to go out on the 25th. However, we did cut extra. So if you are interested in this class, send me a message and I can send you an invoice. It's $45 for Create a la carte. You get the 5 make and takes here, and you get about $20 in extra products. So you'll get a full package of dimensionals. You'll also get a roll of ribbon, and you'll get a half a package of the DSP that I used on here. So this is the Thankful Garden Create a la carte. So if you would like one, please send me a message and I will send you an invoice. Hi, Christine. Where are you from? I'm happy that you're here. Also, the other thing that I want to mention to you is I posted my new cruise, my paper crafting cruise that is going out of Fort Lauderdale on Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas. It's an 8-day cruise beginning on April 18th, 2026. So it's just over a year away. And if you want more information on that, please let me know and I'll send you a link to that as well. I know I have a few other announcements, but I'll mention them as I go along. But I do want to tell you there's no longer a host code, so you don't have to do, when you place an order, you don't have to put a host code for me. But I have raised the price of the make and takes. So you will get the make and takes for free if you place a $50 order. And the reason for that, it was $40, but I had to change it because I no longer get the hostess credit, and the price of cardstock went up. So anyway, it is, if you'd like to have these make and takes sent to your home, all you have to do is place an order with me by this Sunday for $50 or more. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to start with this one first, and I'm going to show you how I colored that, and I think it's so pretty. Let me bring those in. Now, ladies, if you, sometimes I'll just Google an image of a flower if I want to see different colors that it's offered in, and that's what I did today. So I just went to Google and Googled peonies, and all kinds of images came up, and I liked what I saw. Anyway, this is Melon Mambo, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and I am scoring it at 5 1/2. So we're just going to fold this over and then score this. Okay. All right. So then I have 2 pieces of basic white. The first one is 5 by 3 3/4, and this one is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And I did emboss this with the exposed brick embossing folder. So I'm going to put these 2 together. Oh, LaSheila, you're so funny. Okay, so this time of year, it's kind of difficult to pick out stuff to use because we're right smack in the middle of pre-order and also, um, the new stuff coming out. So I don't want to show you stuff you can't buy yet because I don't want to use stuff you can't buy because then people get discouraged and they want it. Okay, so I'm just trimming this off a tiny bit. And by the way, I do have a few spots left for my my Christmas retreat in the fall. So if you are interested in going to that, it's in Findlay, Ohio, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, I believe. I'm terrible. So many dates going on, it's hard to remember everything. But if you'd like information on that, let me know. You know what? I was supposed to put this on dimensionals. I'm pulling it right off. Here's my dimensionals. Seems like every live I do one mistake. Oh, I love it too. Where did you purchase it from, April? Okay, and before I go any further, I am going to take some ribbon before I put this down because it's going to be under this. Now I have two pieces here. Let me see, where did the other one go? Here it is, of DSP. Now I cut them small because I don't have a lot of it and I want to make sure that I have a lot for the orders, but I just trimmed it off like this because I want to be able to stretch my paper and get it enough for everybody. So these are 2 by like 1. They're just scraps. Hey, Catherine. Oh, good. So you'll be over tomorrow, right? My friend Catherine has been in Arizona for a few months. Oh, thanks, LaSheila. My sister just left. Hey, Kathy. And she goes, what's all this stuff in this box right here? I said, oh, that's for LaSheila. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is let me see. I can wrap this on now and slip the other piece under. So I'm going to just tie a bow and then I'll put this on the card front. And it's sticking to my table. It's funny, I have team members that are afraid to do videos. And I said, just do lives. You make mistakes and you keep on going. And nobody gets upset about it. Okay, so we're going to put this on right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, she was in by Mesa. I gotta pull this one off. I guess I have to pull more off than I thought. Isn't it crazy? Okay. Hi, Susie. All right, so now we're going to get to the part that's the eclipse. Okay, so I die cut this just like the ones I did last week. So I die cut this and I'm going to do some stamping. So I just want to point out though that I want to make sure, yeah, that looks good, but I want to make sure that it's okay both ways. Because believe it or not, yeah, that looks good both ways. Okay, so I'm going to stamp. Now, I'm gonna stamp so it goes on both pieces. And this one is pretty much straight up and down, but I'm gonna twist it a little bit so more of it goes on the sides as well. So I'm taking the stamp. Let me show you what the stamp looks like. It looks like this right here, okay? I'm gonna ink it up with Versamark. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is just stamp it like this, kind of on the side, so I get more. Just like that. How far is Sun City West from Mesa? Okay, I don't know how much I got on here, but we'll see. All right, so let me close this up. And I pulled this out because I haven't used it in a while. And let me see if I got some on here. A little bit more. So I want to make sure that I have it off of there. And then I'm going to put the powder on here as well. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to heat this up now. I don't want to mess that up. Okay, now I have to get the little spots on here. Okay, so then when I put it back together, it's going to be like that. And I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is color this now. And I am using Stampin' Blend markers. Hey, Nicole. You won't believe this. I finally am getting my new dishwasher after 7 months of fighting with Home Depot. Okay, so we're going to take I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to use Granny Apple Green first on the leaves. I'm saying that to Nicole because she works at Lowe's in corporate, and if I would have gone there, it would have been taken care of a long time ago. I bought it in October, a whole suite of the whole kitchen thing, and the dishwasher hasn't worked from day one, and all they kept doing is giving me the runaround. And they had 3 different people come out to check it out. They all said it needed to be replaced, but then they all were pointing the finger at everybody else. So unreal. I'll never buy anything from Home Depot again. Okay, so anyway, now I'm gonna take, this is Bubble Bath Light, and I'm just gonna give the whole flower here a light wash with Bubble Bath. So not only did they, the dishwasher didn't work, they messed up my counter when they pulled out the stove. I had to have that fixed. They scratched my wood floors. And what else? Oh, the wrong handles were on the refrigerator, so I had to go to this repair place and get new handles because nothing matched. It was a mess. In every step of the way, it was a fight. Okay, so yes, it was LG. And LG pointed the finger at the delivery company, and then Home Depot's customer care team said it was not their fault. It was just a mess. They wanted me to put another one on my card. Their insurance company called me. They said they weren't going to pay for it. Okay, so what I just did, oh, the corporate office was involved. They didn't do anything. This one is Dark Melon Mambo, and I just kind of dotted it. See what I mean? And now I'm taking the light Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to blend the two together. Yeah, it was crazy. And so many times, even the delivery company, they called me and I had to take pictures and send it to them. And they said, yeah, we'll replace it. And then I never heard back. So then I called again. And then Home Depot's customer care team said, oh, no, it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. It's the cage. And then the dishwasher. And then they, oh my God, it was just one thing after another. So never again will I buy from them. Okay, so now I got that. So I'm going to go back with the light bubble bath, and I'm just going to blend this all together. I had to tell them that my next step was my lawyer was going up there with me for an appointment, because my brother-in-law is a lawyer, but I didn't say it was my brother-in-law. So then they decided to get it worked out, I guess. And altogether, I spent like $7,000, and they just were jerking me around. Okay, so see how pretty that is? And you can spend more time blending it if you wanted to, and adding a little more color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of color on here, but I'm just going to go with the light Melon Mambo just to give it a shade. And this one right here, it needs a little bit of green in there. Okay, and for those of you that are local, I am having my next card buffet on the first Saturday. Thank you, Rosemary. In May, if you'd like to come. Okay, so see how that's going to be put together? But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten that up. I'm going to slide this under here because I want it over the or under the bow. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And slide this down and just make sure it's centered from side to side and top to bottom. Okay, that looks good. Now here's where the eclipse comes in. All right, now what you can do, you don't have to cut basic white cardstock out. You can use, actually, where'd it go? The back of DSP, and it's a tad bit thicker, and you just take the die and cut the same thing out. So I'm going to glue a few of these together. So I'm just going to start with this one and gluing it to here. And I just take my fingers and make sure it's even all the way around. I don't blame you, LaSheila. And you can put as many on as you like, depending on how high you want it. I have a few of them, so I'm just gonna put them on. And oh, by the way, the cards that we're gonna make for the card buffet are beautiful. And it I'm gonna make 8 cards. And I always serve a nice lunch, and it's just a lot of fun. And one last one, since I have it here. Now, if I were, I had these already cut out, so I used them. But personally, I would definitely use the cardboard on the back of, and make sure it's white, not the brown. And because you'll see the side. Okay, now see how thick that is? Kind of takes the place of a dimensional. But then we're going to put it down right here. And look how cool that looks. All right, so we're going to... All right. So I'm going to put it over top of the ribbon. And you just fit it in like a puzzle piece. See how that is? Isn't that cool? I love it. All right, so then I'm going to grab my little rhinestones here and put a few rhinestones on here. And I'm going to go here. You know what? I think I'm going to change it up this time. I think I'll go here. Since I twist, I move the flower a little bit in here. I think I'll go there. Okay. So what do you think? Do you like it? Isn't it cool? I love it. I got some fuzz or something on stuck to that. Okay, so then on the inside, look, I even had more of those. On the inside, I'm going to just stamp a simple flower. Okay, this is a small one that's included in this stamp set. Let me get this out of the way. Wait till you see the 3D item. It is so cute. Hi, Betty. I tried to send you a friend request, but it blocked me. Okay, so we're going to heat this up. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to just color this really quickly. And so the leaf right here is real small, so I'm going to start off with the Granny Apple Green. And then again, this is the Bubble Bath Light. Okay. And I'm just going to do, since this is such a small image, I'm just going to do, that end is bad, the Melon Mambo Light. And then I'll bring the Bubble Bath in again and blend them. And I'll do the dark Bubble Bath. I have used this before, LaSheila. If you go to my blog, you can search the stamp set name and it'll come up. In fact, it was for YouTube Live as well. Okay. So is that pretty? All right, so we're going to put these two together. Just a simple little flower. Isn't that cute? And I already have the PDF done for this, so I'm going to try really hard to get the blog post done tonight, as long as I'm not extremely tired when I'm done. I do all this in one day, so it is tiring. Okay, so we're going to... Sometimes when you emboss, it warps the cardstock a little bit, so you got to be careful when you put it down. Okay, that looks good. Oh, you're so funny, LaSheila. I'm really excited. I asked my sister-in-law if she would like to come to the retreat in the fall and bring my niece with her too, and they're coming, so I'm excited. So a lot of you will get to meet them. Okay, so that's what the inside looks like, and here is your first card. Isn't it pretty? Okay, we're going to move on to the next one, and this one has a little bit more stamping. Okay, can you see all that? I'm going to twist the flowers a little bit too. Okay. All right. So this one is the other orientation. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay. So we have that, and then we have 2 pieces of basic white, and one is embossed. The top one is embossed with a exposed brick embossing folder. So if you haven't heard, the host credit now goes to customers. So if you, oh, thanks, Candy. If you place an order with me, for instance, if you place a $50 order, not only will you get the make and takes, you'll also get $5 back in your account to use on your next order. You get 10%. So if you placed a $100 order, you'd get $10 back. You can't use it on the current order. It goes into your account, and then you can use it on your next order. So that's really a cool thing, a good benefit. It's almost like getting a pack of embellishments or ribbon for free, or close to free anyway, depending on what you chose. But it's a nice thing. And another thing is you can save up your points or your bonuses for a whole year. And if you needed a big shot or something like that, you could use it for that. Okay, so now I have two other pieces here, and the one I'm going to stamp on is 4 by 2 3/4. So this time I'm using a smaller stamp set, and I'm just going to I'm going to change the leaves around or the image around a little bit. Instead of them having all go forward, I'm going to have them go out so you can see more of the flower. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm not going to do them all that way, but in here, I'm going to heat this up first so I don't stamp over top of it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have that. And then I have this little stamp that I'm going to use as well. So I'm going to go here with that one. And then also down here. I'm just hoping that I don't stamp over top of each other. I think I'm good. Okay, so bring this back in. This time I'm going to use a spoon. Maybe not. Okay, that looks good. So we're going to heat this up and we'll be ready to color this. It's silver. Okay, so heard that, didn't you? Okay, so I'm going to work with 3 flowers at a time. All right, so I'm going to start off with the light bubble bath again, and I'm going to work with these 3 flowers on the bottom. Just give it a wash real quick. see, turn this one around so I can see a little bit better. So as a customer, what do you think about the new program? Have you heard of it? Do you think you're gonna like it? Tell me your thoughts. Okay, so I get that. I'd love to hear what you think about it. Okay, so now we're gonna take the dark Melon Mambo, and remember, I'm just gonna put some dots on here. So before, to get hostess credit, you would had to put in a $150 order. So now, as low as $20, you'll get host credit or host, or what do you call it? Stampin' Rewards, they're calling it. So does anybody want to comment on that? And there's no tracking anymore. You don't have to put in a host code. When you do order, I'd appreciate it if you would make sure that my name is at the top if you're not working with another demonstrator. Okay, where did my, here it goes. Nobody's commenting. Okay, that looks so pretty. I guess nobody wants to tell me what they think of the new program, huh? Okay, now I'm going to move on to this one. Turn it this way. I'm sure customers will like it better because they really benefit, whether they put in a small order or a large order. Okay, it's really shaping up. It's always 10%. Okay, so now I'm going to add the green. Catherine, I think this card is right up your alley. Actually, both of them, they're your colors. Oh, shoot. I'm going to go on to this one. Okay, so now I'm going to just finish up with the last three. It's so funny because a lot of my cards are floral, but I don't like to garden. In fact, one of my friends put a joke up on my Facebook page on one of the things I posted, and she said that I love to garden. She knows I don't. In fact, I have her come and do my spring cleanup, and she gets my flower beds and everything so pretty. Okay, so we're going to add some of the dark. You know I'm going to ask what card you like the best when I'm done here. The inside of this card is cute too, and there's no stamping on it. What do you mean they just die? Okay, now I'm going to take my bubble bath and blend it. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't remember what I said from 5 minutes ago, so you're probably talking about my gardening. One time I bought some fake flowers and hung them outside, and my friend came over and she goes, "I love your fake flowers." I said, "How do you know they're fake?" She goes, "Julie, they're swinging in the wind." The pot was. I didn't think anybody would notice, but they did. Okay, so I got that. Now we're going to put it on here. Hey, Pamela. Okay, so let me trim this off just a little bit. Okay. All right, so this is going to go on here on dimensionals, but I'm going to first wrap it with a ribbon. I love ribbon, if you didn't know that already. Are you ladies anxious to get the new catalog? I always send one to myself so I get an idea when my customers will get theirs, and I did get mine on a couple of days ago, so I hope you all are getting yours that I've sent. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna remove them. Okay. All right. So far so good. Now this is going to go here on dimensionals. Oh, I'm glad, Vicky. All right. So this is going to go on here. So far, so good. And then I'm going to stamp on this. This is 1 3/4, and I'm stamping for you. And this is from a different stamp set called Tags of Thanks. And I will show you this in just a minute. Wait a minute. No, I'm not stamping that. I'm stamping the birthday one. Good thing I looked at that. The other one's for something else. So this one is in the Poised Peony. That's not working so well. Okay, so let's heat this up. Okay, I don't know who you are, but I thought you were a spam. Okay, so I'm going to layer that on a circle, a silver circle that's slightly larger. And I'll have all the supplies. All the supplies are linked in this video, in the bottom of this video, so you can shop right from there as well. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Okay. And this is going to go right here. And I'm using the Spotlight on Nature. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on here too. Here and here. Okay, so this is going to go right here, and I'm just centering it. All right, so far so good. And then I'm going to, I die cut these leaves out using the Thankful Garden, but I only want the top part, just like that. So I had to cut 3 of them. Okay, so those are going to be trashed. So I'm going to just put some glue. And that is going to go right here. And then here, and then the last one will go down below. All right. All right, and we're going to add a couple of diamonds. Actually, 3. All right, and then I'm going to show you the inside. So for the inside, I have 2 pieces of basic white. All right, but if you notice, this one I die cut that that die out of there. I'm using the fancy borders on this, which is this one right here. So then what I'm going to do is turn it over. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green DSP. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. So let me see. And I'm just going to turn this upside down and cover that. I just got to make sure I have it all covered. Okay. See how that looks. And then I'm going to glue it to the other one. Oh, hi. Hi, Donna. I'm glad you joined us. It is right now about almost 8 o'clock, I think, in the States, in Eastern time. What time is it in Australia right now? Oh, good, Jane. I'm glad you got yours as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. It's just something different. And then we'll put this on the inside, and I'm going to add one more touch on it. Okay. All right. So I have this little, the silver twine. So I'm just going to make a bow. Because I think it'll look better with the bow covering up the center where these come together. Just going to make it small. And where's my glue dots? I have to grab my glue dots. Thanks, Melody. We'll put the glue dot right in the center there, and we'll attach the bow right in the center. And because this is twine, it doesn't take up too much, doesn't add too much bulk. So anyway, here is your second card. I hope you like it. And then finally, we're going to make this cute little thing. All right. I just love it. All right. So let me bring in the paper here that I have. Okay. So this is 5 by 8.5. Okay. So let me tell you, on the 8.5 inch side, it scored at 1, 4, 5, and 8. And then you turn it and it's scored at 1, 3, and 4. So we're going to fold on the score lines. And then we're going to do some cutting. Okay, so what we're going to do first is this on the side here is the tab. We're not going to trim it all off, but we're going to trim this first little rectangle, and then we're going to angle that just like that. And then right here, I'm going to angle that and then cut down here. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the bottom. So we're going to cut this. And I'm just going to miter this just a little bit. See, so far so good. Same thing here. If you trim it like this, and you want to get it right, when you trim that up, you want it to land right in the center of that where the score lines meet. Okay, so far so good. This is the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we are going to cut this all the way to here and then up there. Okay, so I could bring in my other trimmer and do it, but I'm just going to show you here. I think it'll be easier for you all to see. And then here. Okay, again. All right, so then we're going to do this. We're going to trim here and just trim it off a little bit. And then I'm going to lay this down so you can see all the trimmings. Okay, so it looks like that. All right. All right, so now what I'm going to do is round these corners because I want that to look nice and neat. So we're going to take this, round that corner, and round this one. Get that one more time. All right, so then what we're going to do is fold this over, this tab, and put the glue right on this tab. Okay, just like that. We're going to fold this over and connect. And since this is flat, I'm going to go ahead and put this down right now. We have two pieces here. One is the basic white and the other is the Friends of the Ocean DSP. And we're just going to glue these two together, and then I'm going to trim it. All right. Let me trim this. And then this side. All right. So we're going to put this on right here because this is going to be the front. It's going to cover the whole front. Okay, see there? All right, so now I'm going to push these in, and I'm going to put a tab. Let me, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there. I'm only doing that so the tabs don't flop around. And then lastly, I'm going to put glue here, and it's hard to keep it shut until I turn it over. All right, and then I'm going to stick a thing in here just like this. And this fits one of the Reese's peanut butter eggs. I can grab it. Okay, so we're going to put that in right here. Oop, tab went down with it. There. All right. So then this is going to fold over and that like that. So the tabs go in and I'm not folding that down. I could and then just fold this over, but I'm leaving it up just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take, where did my glue dots go? Just to keep this shut in the right place, I'm putting a glue dot here. And you could use magnets or Velcro, but let's face it, it's just a treat. So they're going to rip it open anyway. So you're going to hold that shut like that. Is that cute? All right, now I'm going to wrap this. Oh, I'm just going to have enough ribbon right here. Just like that. Okay. Trim this off. Trim this side off. What do you think? Do you like this box? All right. So now I have this little die, and this is from the Something Fancy die set. So we're going to take this flower and stamp it. This is going to go right here. Remember, ladies, if you want these make and takes, all you have to do is place an order by Sunday evening, and I will send you the make and takes. It has to be a $50 minimum order. You'll get my make and takes, plus you'll get a $5 credit added to your account. Okay, and then I might as well go ahead. This is where I stamp the For You, and it's from this stamp set, Tags of Thanks. Okay, I'm using For You, but you could put thank you, or, you know, you could put a birthday stamp on here, whatever you like. I'm glad you like it, Kathy. Okay, let's get this. So for those of you that do craft shows, this would be a really cute little project for a craft show. And you know, you don't have to put, you could put jelly beans in here, or M&Ms, or just one of those little treat, you know, the M&Ms that are in the small bags that would fit perfectly in here. So a lot of things could fit in there. And this part is 3 by 2 by 1. So it's a nice size. And you have to be careful when you're doing craft shows too, because if you make your box too large, you're going to be spending a lot of money to fill it, and you'll never be able to get the the money out of it. You won't be able to sell it for enough to benefit you. So you got to be careful of that. Let me see if this side is good. Yeah, it is. I do lots of craft shows, so I'm pretty good at determining what you should sell something for, and look at this side, and if it will sell. Especially during the holidays, the treat holders sell really well, but mostly with chocolate in it. I tried once to put peppermint in, and nope, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm almost done here. I'm just going to blend this a little bit better. And this would be really pretty watercolored as well. All right, so now we're going to take this and put it on dimensionals, and I may need to do some cutting here. Oh, that's so nice, Kathy. Christine, where are you from? You're the one that said you're new on my channel, right? Okay, so this is going to go here. And we're just going to add a few diamonds. If I can find where I put them. Here they are. Oh, how nice. Kathy was my partner in crime. She came to one of my classes, and she said she only wanted to learn how to make a bow, and she's still doing cards. Okay, so here's your third project. I hope you like these ladies. Tell me what you think. And don't forget, if you want the make and takes, just place your order by Sunday. And also, if you would like the create a la carte that I showed at the beginning, send me a message and I'll be happy to send you the invoice and send it out to you. So ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. And thank you for allowing me to earn your business. Talk to you soon. Oh, and happy Easter. Bye-bye.